It's been a decent amount of time, but I finally got the chance after getting settled and PAX weekend to narrate a battle, not from PAX. I did live record a couple of battles, so they're going to be in really bad quality, but I consider them okay matches. I'll talk a little bit about the league and the stuff in the next videos, the vlog videos. I think I have maybe 1 or 2 vlogs coming up, and then I have like 3 or 4 battles from the event. It was a pretty interesting event, but for now I do have an Ubers battle against InertFury, and I brought my rain team, and I brought a couple of different things on it. I swapped out, I think, Fairthorn for Deoxys attack, so I was like, I've never used it in rain, so I was like, let's bring the Thunder, and then Genesect was released roughly around the same time that the fundraiser was, so I was like, okay, we will just bring that too, and we'll see how it goes. So he's going to lead off with Latias. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Kyogre. Now, I did not know at the time that Soldew was actually released, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and stay in. And his Dragon Pulse does a fuck ton. I don't see any recoil, so I was like, okay, he might be choiced. I'm just gonna oh my god, it's so early. I'm sorry. He's going to try to go for the Dragon. No, I'm going to try to get the process with the Thunder. And he's doing a lot with these Dragon Pulses, and my Thunder isn't really doing shit. But thankfully, I do get it on that one. And because I'm faster than him, I'm going to be able to go for the rest, get the Resto Chesta going, and at least get out of there with a little bit more HP. Since it's looking like a 3-hit KO, he'll probably just do around the same amount that he did on the first turn. Get out of there, and now I have like a Kyogre at like 66% HP in exchange for a paralyzed Latias, which I think is kind of a valuable trade-off. I think that's an okay one. So, gonna go into my Bisharp, and I did not expect to take this much from a Dragon Pulse. You know, just because of resistance doesn't mean that the Pokemon's really gonna take it particularly well. That's looking like a 3-hit KO after lefties, but barely, depending damage variation on both of them. I don't know. It looked pretty close to me. So this part's bullshit because Lugia's bullshit. I struggle with Lugia in Ubers with this team, just because I do set up the sub, and I'm going to go for the Iron Head just because I am predicting the Whirlwind or fucking whatever. I think that's the main reason I went for it, just to break the multi-scale. But get off a couple of Shadow Claws. Unfortunately, I'm not able to knock him out with this one, and he's going to end up going for the Roost. And as you can see, this whole part is just so full of after-turn. Well, not full of after-turn, but just bullshit that nobody really wants to watch. So he's gonna bring in his Fortress. That was obvious as hell, but my Giratina can't do anything about it. And I don't know. I really wasn't in a position to predict this thing coming in whenever, because he could have just stayed in there and stalled endlessly all day. But he did pick a good opportunity to bring it in because he had the momentum going there. But he's gonna set up the Stealth Rock, so I bring in my Deoxys attack. As you can see, if you pay real close attention to your screen, he's like 1 pixel off of full from sturdy, and even in the rain, an HP fire from a Deoxys attack is definitely going to be enough to take out a Fortress. No crits, no nothing, just straight up dead. Oh, speaking of Fox Die, I got to play the new Metal Gear Solid game. That shit looks cool. I don't know if Fox Die is even in it, but just kind of crossed my mind. Anyways, he's gonna bring in his Kyogre the way he brings it in, you know, Scarf and all that shit. I'm gonna bring in my own as potentially death fodder if he wants to predict my switch and go for the Thunder. That is fine too. He's gonna go ahead and take me out. I value the safe switch, but at the same time, it's like I don't really know what he's going to do. So just based on the fact that I think he's choice, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Giratina to resist the Thunder, end up going for an Outrage, and I outspeed, so he's not scarfed. And that kind of sucks because Outrage doesn't take him out, and then he's going to go ahead and Ice Beam me. And even if he doesn't kill me off, the Toxic Damage will. So, shit. What do you do? What do you do? Do decide now to go into my Genesect, who is going to obviously get the attack raise owing to Kyogre's phenomenal special defense. And I'm going to be able... Shit. That was really horrible. Lots of train wrecks in this narration. Sorry. But go for the U-turn. If he wants to switch out, that'll be great because I'll hit something with a boosted U-turn. If not, then we got that working out. So hey, Deoxys is gonna go ahead and come back in as he sends in his Latias. It is paralyzed, but I can't do shit about it. I don't have Shadow Ball on this set. I've got like Thunder, Psycho Boost, Superpower, and HP Fire. All of which Latias resists, which is terrible. I do still have my Genesect, though, which is going to be okay, but Dragon Pulse is still going to do a pretty hefty chunk. It does considerably less to Genesect than it did to Bisharp, which is okay. I do get the attack raise as well, but I make a stupid move And I'm not going to say that this was a misclick. I literally went in here thinking, okay, he's going to predict me to go for the U-turn, which is why I'm going to go for the bug buzz. And, you know, he's probably going to end up recovering on the attempted switch or whatever, that kind of thing. But I guess I overthought that. And U-turning at this point would have been really great. Because now I'm forced to hard switch on the turn that he's going to end up getting back up to multi-scale, which is a huge pain in the ass. And now all Bisharp can really do is go for the Iron Head. I do crit him through the multi-scale. The crit didn't really matter so much as the flinch did, but he's going to be able to go ahead and roost. I'm just Iron Heading, breaking, and I'm getting lefties this entire time too. So I'm just waiting for him to phase me out as long as the multi-scale is going to be broken. And he phases me out into the perfect thing because the Thunder is finally going to go ahead and be brought down on this thing and end up taking it out because he's physically defensive, in case you were not privy to that. But fuck, that took forever. Now we can actually get on with the rest of the match. There's another interesting bit coming up. We haven't seen one of his books. If we were paying attention to team preview, it's kind of like a two-part thing. My struggle with Lugia and then my struggle with something else. But go for a Psycho Boost on Latias, because I was like, okay, that's my stab move, and I'm probably going to end up dying on this turn. Not really, this part isn't really crucial that he did end up getting paralyzed unless he was going to go for the recover or something like that. But I get the feeling that he was just trying to take me out. But it does let me get off a superpower, which does surprisingly near the same amount of damage, although it's not stab. Latias' special defense is way higher at this point. You know, stab versus different stat, I can kind of see where that's coming from. But got my Bisharp in here now, and because he's paralyzed, I should definitely be faster, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for the no-nonsense Iron Head in case he wants to switch out. Fine, that'll hit that. In case he wants to stay in, fine, I'll outspeed. I'll hit it with that. It's all good. And I'm sorry if I sound tired. It's because I am tired. That event was very, very, very tiring. But he brings in his Arceus now. Go for Sucker Punch. Does not really end up doing too much. That's okay with me because it's going to go ahead and give me a safe switch. Now, for those of you that are wondering why I like running Bisharp in Ubers, it's really cool because first off, it does resist the extreme speed, and there are a lot of psychic types running around in Ubers, so Sucker Punch is really nice to have on him. You can set up a sub, you can be immune to toxic spikes. It's a very niche thing that I find kind of works out okay. But he's going to go ahead and switch out on my Manaphy, and Manaphy is actually going to be able to go one-on-one with Blissey. At least that's what I thought. I thought, okay, I'm just going to set up in his face. He's not going to really be able to do shit because I do have the hydration going on. Now, if he brought out Manual Weather at this point, I probably would have been fucked. But, you know, Blissey, I guess I'm just being paranoid because I have run into a couple Blisseys with Manual Weather, which is like, what the fuck? Okay, Seismic Toss happening, and why didn't I speed this part up? Did I? I hope I did. Did I really not speed this part up? I'm gonna freaking hurt myself if I didn't. Okay, now I sped it up. I already had the shit pre-rendered and stuff, so it's gonna sound kind of weird for the next couple seconds. Whatever, you guys really don't need to see all this after-turn stall crap, but there was an important thing I wanted to point out on his Blissey, and he goes for Snatch, and he snatches up my rest, so he's actually able to rest off the burn, all that stuff. And I should have been wary of that, but the thing is I'm still going to end up winning in this matchup because he doesn't have hydration. He's going to be forced to stay asleep for a couple turns. He was maybe expecting to snatch up a Calm Mind, but as long as I Calm Mind while he's asleep, I will end up winning this. And I can just Scald endlessly until he needs to do that, or, you know, as soon as I see a recovery move, that kind of thing. But I think after like 3 or 4 Calm Minds, I'm doing a pretty decent chunk, and I don't really feel the need to rest at all either. Or just kidding. Just fucking kidding. I like how I said that and then I fucking rested. I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend and I had this narration completely ready to narrate and I had like a decent chunk of it, but people kept coming in and out of the house and I was like, oh shit, when am I going to get the opportunity? But I finally slow it down here in terms of everything I've been doing in life so far and this part of the game, because I get a crit Scald, which definitely speeds up the process and is really appreciated against Blissey. And I've got a decent amount of HP left versus this Arceus, which is not going to be as special defensive as Manaphy and is actually going to end up dying to a Scald at this range. I don't really understand why he went for Earthquake right here. He should have gone for the extreme speed, I would assume, which would have done a little bit more damage, but it doesn't make a damn difference because Manaphy is a boss and is actually going to end up just taking him out from there. So I think that's the game, maybe. I don't remember. I have this track on mute, but this game was supposed to go up on Thursday, and I just did not get the time. I have had so many things to do, but I did finally get this video out, and if you guys enjoyed it, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, and do your thing. I'm sorry, I'm probably a little rusty. It really has been a long weekend, but I'm gonna get back into the groove of things very slowly over the next couple weeks. In case you guys aren't privy to this, I'm still like up in limbo, but I'm in a transition right now, so things will probably get like situated near the middle/end of September, but I'm gonna try to get videos out whenever I can. So all I have right now is my laptop, which takes a long time to render, but what I can get for you is vlogs from PAX, battles from PAX, and then I think I got LP episodes lined up until like mid-September. So there's that. Anyways, I've done enough rambling. That was an Ubers match, and I'm out. See you guys next time. Bye.